Hello, my name is Teland Johnson. I am from Daytona Beach, Florida, born and raised. I am actually an entrepreneur. My name of my company is called Three Keys Training, LLC, where I am the owner of a health and wellness company. I help people develop and deal and cope with their insecurities by helping them be better at their physical and mental fitness. I work for a company by the name of Scheduling Institute, where we actually are a medical consulting firm that helps doctors, veterinarians with their business and help them teach them how to grow through all phases of their medical business. My company is a super regional company, anywhere from to 150 to 400 employees. Offices are based out of Phoenix, Arizona, and also Atlanta, Georgia. The compensation for someone in my position as a trainer and basically sales is anywhere from 150,000 up into the mid $350,000 per year. Also, as an entrepreneur, the compensation aspect for me as a trainer and as a health and wellness professional, the compensation is endless. Marketplace with that, due to COVID, has skyrocketed. You have a lot of online programs where you can develop to make, have money. You can be making money while you sleep, and that's the great thing about being an entrepreneur in the healthcare space. Was a very good, popular place to be in, but most importantly, you don't have any cap on how much money you can make. Think outside the box, and your money can work for you while you sleep. What I love most about being an entrepreneur and being the owner of Three Keys Training is I have the ability to work for myself, and I have the ability to hire and fire any client I want. Where when you're working as an entrepreneur, not all money is good money, so you want to be able to assess the clients that I assess the clients that I have, and by me assessing them if they're serious or not. You don't want your time to be wasted because money is time. So my goal for my company is I want people that are dedicated to me, and just as well I'm gonna be dedicated to them because they're coming to me for a service, and in that service I want to make sure that I give them my best, and by them showing up on time, by them being serious about it. So those are the type of individuals that I love to work with, and that's why I love by being an entrepreneur. What I love about my current career in the sales space, I had a mentor tell me, if you know how to solve problems, you'll always have a job. And in my corporate space, I love to make friends. I love to solve problems, and I love to earn trust from other people. And that's one thing I love about what I do. I travel across the country 24/7 for a living. I'm in and out of multiple states on a regular basis. I'm meeting doctors. I'm meeting decision makers. I'm meeting people that are making our healthcare space a great space. And all I do is just go around, help them solve their problems, and make friends. If you make friends, you can make money. You make money, you make people have smiles on their faces. So that's one thing I love about what I do. As an entrepreneur aspect from Three Keys Training, what would I change? I would want the mentality of people in my business to be real with themselves. When you're dealing with a full total body transformation, I really want to encourage individuals to understand what you're asking of your trainer and of your health and wellness coach. I think it's a myth where people can see a particular body, a particular part of their body, and they want it to be, and they're unhappy with that particular body part, but they're really not willing to put the work in to see change. So if I could change that particular aspect about me being an entrepreneur, about the health and wellness space, I want to put a really emphasis on people having a real expectation of dedication, consistency, and understanding it's going to take hard work to change your overall physical health and being. What's next in my career path? I would talk a little bit on the corporate space. I'm a very open individual. I believe in making sure you keep your options open, not closing doors, making sure you If you leave a door, you want to make sure you leave the right way. But, what's next for me is endless. I feel that, by being open-minded and if you have a certain skill set, possibilities will come to you if you're open-minded about it. Well, in my educational journey, I was very fortunate enough to attend the University of Georgia. I am an ex-current student athlete. I was defense team captain at the University of Georgia, and that actually helped me develop a lot of skill sets. I wanted to major in speech communications, and what I did with that, I was able to go into sports broadcasting after my NFL career, where I actually took my speech communications degree and actually worked very hard at it, and it actually helped make me make money for multiple years. And that took me onto a different journey where I actually went into sales right after that. Again, dealing with people, being able to communicate effectively with individuals, and most importantly, being able to get along with all different types of individuals. I think that's something that really has helped me by going to a school like University of Georgia that's very diverse. And by being a minority, most importantly, that pushed me to actually stand up for myself a little bit more and to fight to stand out and be heard in the right way. Quickly after that, I went into sales and got into corporate sales, medical sales. I have a background in medical sales. I have background also in coaching. When I got out of medical sales, I went and coached at my alma mater at University of Georgia. Became a strength coach with them, a certified strength coach, and then also coached at University of Miami as a strength coach as well under Mark Rick. So my journey has been a little bit different from most men in my shoes, because I've been blessed to put myself around individuals that I can learn from, but most importantly, they want me around too. So they've been able to provide me with great jobs and great opportunities where I can continue to grow in the communication field. The advice that I would give to anyone that wants to follow in my footsteps or my career path is you have to be very, very driven. You have to be self-motivated. You cannot take no for an answer. I would talk a little bit on the corporate side. If dealing with sales, if somebody tell you no, you have to be willing to overcome that objective. It's like dating a girl. You go to a bar, you go out, you hang out with different people. You go to the bar, you talk to this young lady. She says no. Okay, there's plenty of other young ladies in the bar that you can talk to. Just because you get one no, don't mean that you can't leave with a yes. And in my professional career, I've learned how to be cold-hearted and be hard to those no's. But that one yes that I got, I captivated that relationship. I blossomed it. I put water on it, and I saw that relationship grow. And that helped me in my professional career, being able to close multi-million-dollar deals across the country. And that's something that I think about on a daily basis, and how can I turn a no into a yes? Just because somebody say no right now doesn't mean that you can't go knock on that door again later, months later, or 2 years later, and ask them for their business. So that's the advice that I will give somebody. You have to have thick skin, but most importantly, you got to be the best person in the room. If you're not the best person in the room, people want to be around winners. If you're not a winner, don't try to do big things. And that's one thing that I got from sports. The locker room. You walk in the locker room, you look to the guy to your left, you look to the guy to your right. You want to know that person's a winner, because you know what? When you line up on the line with him, you're going out, you're playing a big game. You want to know he has your back. You want to know his mentality is a winner. And that's one thing I take with in life, whether it's my personal business or my corporate business or my corporate job. I do my best to emulate winning in everything I do. From an entrepreneur aspect, where I see myself in 20 years, my goal is to own my own facility, not just a regular gym, but a facility where multiple individuals, whether they're young, older, can come do rehabilitation, sports performance. But most importantly, in our black community, we do have a lot of individuals, like our aunties have a lot of old injuries. Uncles and fathers have old injuries that they are not doing anything about. And as they get older, their body is just suffering. So I want to create a facility where people can come and get the health care that they need, but most importantly, develop a community of people to help them and help them make better decisions in their health and lifestyle. Also, the kids can come work out, prepare for college, learn about nutrition, learn about how to take care of their bodies, but most importantly, be a place of a community, be a place to get away from life, you know. And that's just something that I see myself doing with Three Keys Training later on in life. The way I give back to my community and my professional life is, you know, no matter what company I work with, I see the morals and the values and their mission statement that they go by. I find some type of way to connect with that company personally and also professionally. Whether it's, you know, they may be big on, you know, children. Some companies are big on homeless. Some companies are big on philanthropy. You know, and I find something about me that I can connect, and I try my best to just work at it, work with them, and try to live out that mission statement. Personally, for me, you know, I'm a giver, and it really doesn't matter what organization I give back to. It really doesn't matter, you know, what I personally decide to do. I just want to make sure my heart's in the right place. I want to make sure that, you know, as I give back, you know, it's the right thing to do. You know, I feel like if you're doing right, good's going to come to you. And like I said, just don't do it just because, you know, it's cool. You do it because it's the right thing to do. And that's how I walk.